When creating a workout plan, it's important to determine how frequently you'll train during the week. Oftentimes, this will depend on how much experience you have in resistance training, as well as your schedule. Once you've figured out how many days per week you'll train, you can ultimately determine which parts of your body to train on each day. We'll discuss this in more detail in today's video. Before we jump into this topic, I want to remind you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. By subscribing to this channel, you'll be notified when we post new videos so you can keep learning, keep moving, and get close to your goals. Now, let's jump into it. Some of the factors that influence how frequently you can train are the types of exercises you're performing, the number of muscle groups trained per session, and most importantly, your overall fitness level. Your fitness level affects how long it takes to recover between bouts of exercise. The more you advance, the more often you can train. In general, beginners require more recovery time between training sessions. A good rule to follow is to allow at least 1, but no more than 3 days between sessions that use the same muscle groups. I recommend beginners train 2 to 3 days per week on alternating days. Intermediate lifters, who can recover more efficiently, can train 3 to 4 days per week. Advanced lifters can train 4 to 6 times per week, sometimes doing multiple sessions in one day. The frequency of your training will help determine what type of training split you can use. A split routine has you train different body parts or movements on different days of the week. This allows you to increase how often you train while also giving your body enough time to recover between workouts. For example, beginners who are training 2 to 3 times per week should use a full body program. This means performing exercises for each muscle group every time you train. If you train 4 times per week, you can split your routine into a couple different ways. First, you can use an upper-lower split, which alternates training upper body and lower body on separate days. You can also use a push-pull routine, alternating pushing movements, such as the squat and chest press, on one day, and pulling exercises, such as lat pull-downs and rows, on another day. These routines allow you to train on consecutive days while giving each muscle group adequate time to recover. More advanced individuals can use a 3 days on, 1 day off approach. An easy way to do this is to use a push-pull-legs routine. In this plan, you would train pushing movements, such as the overhead press, on one day, pulling movements, such as the hip hinge, on the next day, and lower body on the final day. After 1 day of rest, repeat the process. Remember to take into account all the factors just mentioned when deciding on your training split. Recovery is an often overlooked aspect of training and should be incorporated into your routine as described earlier. For a more detailed explanation, be sure to check out our video on rest and recovery by hitting the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see all of our latest videos and fitness tips.